We all begin our journey somewhere. Annabelle's was on the sheet of the floor. For 18 years, she was used and abused by her drunkard father who'd order her around. Then, 5 years after her mother's death, her time came. She opened the chest that her mother had left and told her one day she'd be ready. And this was the day that she knew. For when she opened the chest, she found her mother's dress and the diaries that she had written, along with the books that would guide her along her pirate path. A secret became known and a line became drawn.
Is this working? We don't have things like this on the Great Sea. Hi guys, welcome back to Thoroughly Enjoyed Books. Is that what this is called? Apparently this is a YouTube channel. I don't know what YouTube is, and I always thought a channel was a body of water, and I should know, I'm a pirate. Apparently the month of June is a myth take readathon. There's so many things that I'm going to be speaking in this video that I haven't got a clue what they are. However, we're just going to go with it because that's what I've been asked to do by Shah. I don't know if you know Shah. Shah's one of my comrades. She has been a friend of the realms for many years now. The way that we know each other is quite complicated. It involves magic and all that kind of thing, so I won't go into it too much today. However, Shah has asked me to come on here to talk about the Myth Take Readathon, which is a readathon that is happening, whatever that means. Shah has given me this treasure chest full of books. I did ask her to bury it somewhere and then I would find it as per my rule, but she didn't go for that one. So apparently there's some sort of virus in her world that means they're not allowed to go out and about. So I'll do as I'm told for the first time ever. I'm a captain, by the way. I don't usually do as I'm told. She wanted me to give you a little bit of a backstory about my life. I'm Annabelle, as you can tell. I'm a pirate. I captain my own ship for security reasons because I don't know you. I'm not going to tell you the name of my ship yet because it's anchored in port nearby. Anyway, she wanted me to show you 4 books that she will be reading for the Myth Take Readathon. These books were given to me by my mother before she passed away. It's a long time ago now. And they are all books that encouraged me on my journey. Apparently, to succeed on the pirate path, you had to achieve 4 main pathways. This diary was left to me by my mother many years ago, and she gave me some advice on how to become a pirate. Now, before this all started, I didn't know anything about my mother's pirate past. But, you know, things come and go. And my mother's final words to me that she wrote in this diary for me to read: "My darling Annabelle, you were born for more than this, and one day you will escape this life. I'm only sorry I didn't live to see you do it. When you are ready, I know these books will help you out. First, you must learn to live on the sea. A book featuring water is what you will need." So the first book that my mother recommended to me to become a pirate was A Sprinkle of Sorcery by Michelle Harrison. This book was aimed towards children, and I might have been 18 years old when I first embarked on my journey to become a pirate. However, I was still very much a child. I had been trapped with my abusive father for many years following my mother's death, and I just wasn't used to having any control of my own life. I had no friends, I had no siblings. I didn't know how to work as part of a team or part of a crew. And that was something that my mother knew I needed to know. So this book, A Sprinkle of Sorcery, which follows 3 sisters as they go on a journey involving piracy and how they all work together, was one that she definitely recommended I needed to read. My darling, I know that your heart is too pure, and although it pains me to say it, you must sacrifice some of your innocence. This book is so dark, but it'll show you the way. I was, as I mentioned, sweet and innocent. I was a child, and this book, The Chronicles of Egg, Dead Water and Sunrise by ARRRGH, this follows a young boy as he embarks on a pirate life. He is thrust into the life of piracy, and since he is only 13 years old, he must learn to grow up, and that is what my mother meant with this book. She said you always needed to read a book with a dark cover to really get the pirate life, and she left this one for me. This will be a journey, a quest you must undertake, but I know you'll conquer everything that comes in your wake. This book holds a story of the path you will take. So she left me the daughter of the pirate king. Now, if you ask me, you don't need to be the daughter of a pirate king to become a pirate, because I certainly was the daughter of no special pirate king. My father was a drunkard. However, the story this tells is about our young protagonist, who's the daughter of a pirate king who is sent on a mission to retrieve a hidden map. What more is there to piracy than maps and hidden treasure and going on quests, I ask you? And she always taught me that a book featuring a journey would lead you through your path. This last is a bargain, if I say so myself. I hope your journey brings you riches, but I found this one day. It cost me 1 coin, a lucky find. I hope it also brings you luck. And that is Elias Hook by Lisa Jensen. This is a retelling of Peter Pan, blasted Peter Pan. I've met him on several of my own voyages. Captain Hook was never given a voice in the original books, and this, told from his point of view, is a much more accurate account, if you ask me. This was a bargain find, a book that only cost a mere coin of my mother, and she always thought that a book that you found when you had nothing, because we were poor once upon a time, don't you know, would be the guiding light. And that is why the cover is so bright. However, something that I did find out about my mother before I embarked on my journey was that she was actually the daughter of Vikings, and so she left me 1 more book if I found that the path I had chosen was no longer what I wanted to follow. But my dear, if you find the pirate's life isn't for you, behold our family ancestry. My family book, Nobody Knows, that I took, will lead you to the people on dry land. And this is our old version of North Myths and Tales. As you know, my mother was the daughter of Vikings, or the great-granddaughter, or the great-great-granddaughter, whatever you want to say. But this is something that she cherished until the very end and passed on to me in secret. It is full of magic, of gods and goddesses, but most importantly, it is the book of the Vikings. And so if I need to go on a different path to the one that I have chosen, this would always be the one to guide me home. There is a letter that my mother left me when she died, but told me I would know when to read this, and I've never felt the reason yet, so I'm going to keep this a little while longer. So Shah, I hope these books will help you on your myth-take adventure, that you will finish them all and learn how to become a pirate. And when you do, you are more than welcome to board my ship. I hope you don't need to get to this one, because I hope that you'll enjoy your journey. But if you do, just know that you're still going to be welcome on board my ship. Is that done? Is that how I do it? I don't know where Shah's gone. I don't know if I've done this correctly. She did tell me that I had to tell you that if you click down below, I don't know why I'm pointing at my crotch, but there are links to Twitter, a good book site or Goodreads, and a bunch of other cool things that you can go follow her on. I don't know why she's asking you to follow her, because the pirate life needs to not be followed. You don't want to be followed by Mercenaries Girl. She also said that there was plenty of people out there who I could pinch for my crew, so if you've done your myth-take path correctly and you've proved your worth, you're welcome on board my ship. She wants me to do a few other videos as well as we go along. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, my name is Annabelle and I'm the Pirate Queen, and I will be seeing you, or you'll be seeing me, quite a lot in the coming month. So take care, guys. The water is rough out there. Bye.